Alright, guys, a little late, but welcome to the week. Oh, fuck, what week is it? I think it's week 11. Week 11 recap. Um, I I'm working right now, and I'm not in my apartment, so I don't have two screens. So I wrote down what the scores were. But other than that, I'm not gonna dive into each game too in depth. But let's kick it off. Me versus Tim, very close. Tim barely beat me. We're moving on from that one. I don't want to talk about it. The biggest beatdown was Sean versus Chris, nearly a 50-point difference. Um, I mean, Chris did have an average Chris day of 120, and Sean had an average Sean day of 72. Not shocked on either of those. Sean's team's pretty bad, potentially the worst in the league, but he got a few cheesy wins in the beginning of the season, so he's what? He's like 5-6. No, whatever. Guy's not that good. Uh, I think he's like eighth place or something like that. What a bum. Moving on, Jay versus Cody. That was an exciting one. 83-80. Jay barely beat Cody, and now Cody won't stop fucking messaging me about trading him Stephon Diggs for Austin Eckler. Like, stop it. I'm keeping Diggs. I've had like 4 people so far in the last 2 days trying to get Diggs off me. Stop it. But yeah, Jay won that one. I forget what Jay's record is. It might be like 7-4 now. So good for Jay. Definitely outperforming what I thought he would do this year. Moving on, Owen versus Harry. Owen, good job giving Harry, I think, his second loss of the year. Kind of kicked his ass too. Got him by 21 points. I think Harry's team, some cracks in the foundation right there, and I think it's only going to go downhill from here for him. Moving on, we have James versus Mike. Mike, I feel your pain. We are currently the only 2 people to lose to James. It's a shitty feeling, but hopefully James keeps losing because I forget who the third one is, but me and Mike are way too close to James's record, and I'm not trying to get last. So James, I need you to start losing. Um, but congrats on last week's win. Carl versus Jake, another 20 some point difference. Actually, it was 20 on the dot. Carl kind of kicked Jake's butt. No, Jake had an okay game. He had 107, would have beat about half the league. Sadly, he went up against the guy tied for the most points that week. So yeah, I think you guys are. I think Carl and Jake are both 5-6 now, I believe. So it's a very tight race to who's going to get that last 1 or 2 playoff spots. Um, Going into next week's predictions, me and Mike, essentially the toilet bowl. I think I'm going to beat Mike at the moment I'm projected, but I mean, projections don't mean shit. But I think I'm going to beat Mike. Tim versus Cody. I don't know. I think I might have to give this one to Tim. Record wise, I'd rather see Tim win, so I'm gonna give that one to Tim. Harry versus Owen. I think Owen's gonna beat him again. I think Owen's gonna go back to back wins against Harry. Owen cracked the formula, and he's about to pull Harry's pants down in front of everyone. Carl versus Sean. I see Carl winning that. I don't think Sean's team's strong enough. It's kind of a shit team, especially when he does 3 trades a week. I never even know who's on his team anymore. James versus Jay. I'm giving that one to Jay. One, Jay's team's just better, but also I need Jay to win. Of course, it's going to be the week he puts up like 50. And then Chris versus Jake. That's going to be an easy one. Chris is already getting the lube ready because he is about to stick it to Jake. But yeah, so that's how next week's gonna go. Good luck to everyone except Mike and James in the next week. See ya.